Anti-Society, welcome back to the Anti-Social Planet. Today we are checking out episode 7 of Laid Back Camp, and I really need this, okay? I've been a little bit under the weather. I've been trying to recover and push through because I'm in that annoying phase where I'm not sick enough that I just want to take medicine and veg, but I am sick enough that it's like impeding my ability to just do normal stuff in my life. So I'm gonna enjoy my tea to help with my sore throat, and I'm gonna watch this cozy show because I just need those vibes. Okay, we're getting into having two of our characters finally going off on a camping trip together to test out their mini grill, and there's probably gonna be plenty of food in this. So I'm looking forward to getting to see just the cute interactions between their two personalities, right? I love how drastically different they are from each other. So when they interact, it's just really adorable. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Oh, right. We have the mysterious lake, don't we? It's a little ominous right now. Oh, an ox demon. Okay. I like, or maybe not. Oh. Is it the proper monument? Yeah, this seems like the darker path. If we're scared of like the dark and possibly a spirit. Oh, is that the guy that we saw before? Is that Ren's grandfather? Is that where she gets some of her camping enthusiasm? Look, I hear you. I can't get my dad to just like stop. He keeps trying to do like renovations and stuff, and I'm like, you can hire someone for that. You're old enough that it's fine. That's cute though. I love that there was like this. I mean, before I was like stranger danger, and that still holds, okay? But if there's like a connection to this like rugged adventurer and like the epic story that behind him as a character interacting. I love that she got a bike though, because he had like a motorcycle, I guess, so she has like a scooter. So it's like a cute connection too of like how she's emulating him with the way that she's going about camping. I don't know if I'd call her rugged though. Maybe she'll get there eventually. This does make me want to go camping. It's almost the season where I could think about it, I suppose. I say that as if we didn't just have a snowstorm. I say that as if I didn't have to like tunnel my way out of my house like a few days last week. We'll get there. It's gonna be weird for like March, and then we'll figure it out eventually. And she's like, it's basically empty. Contrast of like, thank goodness there aren't any people, and oh no, there aren't enough people to protect us. I love how quickly she's like, actually, this is amazing. Oh. Like eyes. I like how it doesn't really matter. See, I've only ever done the ones where you have to put them through the sleeves. I've never had the clips in the tents that I've set up. Does that mean I'm like, I was a little bougie? Yeah, I was like, you could just put a tarp. I love how she nests and then is like, you know what this needs? A nap. Ugh, I have to think about that all the time. I'm like, do I nap or do I sleep through the night? I say as if I could sleep through the night anyway. I have anxiety. So maybe if I spent more time in nature, though, that would help. People keep telling me that that's part of the process. True. Right, is she just like hanging out? The like cool sister? Oh, we're gonna get backstory? Because we had the introduction of the other character, right? The like grandfather? It's cute. I honestly don't remember my first camping trip. I was so young. I don't remember. She's very excitable. She's has a lot of energy for someone who also likes a good nap. Ugh, I miss autumn. I'm gonna have to wait like a whole year now. I have to live through summer. I guess I could just go to the southern hemisphere. Maybe that's like my future goal is to just perpetually chase autumn. We're just introducing ourselves to strangers again. What did I say about stranger danger? Maybe because I'm like in and I'm like, I go camping so I can talk to nobody. She does like food. Oh, and I see what you enjoy. The way she like hops around. Just running around having adventures. And then is like too busy reading to be fully focused on the cooking adventure she's on. Don't wander too far. You have to get back and it's the sun is setting. We had a whole thing about the dark. I know that there's no real plot in this, but like I still worry. Girl, you cannot be that hungry all the time. Oh, we got back, which is good. I've never used a fire starter, so I have no knowledge, even if they could help me. I brought a veteran. So we can finally cook. I mean, I'm glad all the strangers in this show are nice, but also like don't talk to strangers. Is it? Is it? I think you might have a problem. You're just trying to help out. I love that she starts off with like soup and then she's just like put everything in it. Oof. Well done. I was gonna say there was a lot of charcoal in that. You're so cute. Secret society. Oh, I love the intense narration. Like it just adds drama to the mundane. Yeah, don't just grab it. Are we sharing? Yeah, I was like, y'all need to hydrate. You gotta alternate, right? Okay, so siblings. That explains why you're willing to put up with so much. Yeah, that seems like an issue that might get you into a lot of trouble. And I feel like you might have a problem. Are we all gonna eat together? Cute. No, you definitely do not. Cute. Gonna help chill you out a little bit. Are they? I don't remember which school they go to. I'm gonna be honest. Are we connecting to like other characters that we've already met? We're trying to introduce family members, so I'm very excited. I love how quietly happy about food Udin gets. The little pig. What a gorgeous shot. Oh, oh. Why would you introduce the idea if you were just gonna turn it down? Just all of the food. I hope that this is because we don't need to eat more food later. As long as we're safe about it. I feel like a little PSA at the end of all the episodes where they're like, do this safely. Like, it was small though. Oh, I love getting some context of that moment. Mm-hmm. Fate. I love the way that her voice changes tone when she's like putting on almost this like, I don't know, endearing voice. I love how they fully burrito up. Sleeping bag, you gotta. Oh, they're so adorable. And I love that it's when they're like separate, right? That Rin is like able to have that moment of expressing what she's feeling because she's not good at like expressing well what she's feeling, except when her face is like a little too loud. Uh, but she isn't good about like expressing her feelings face to face very well. So I love that it was one line that they were like in their separate tents that she was able to have that moment. I feel like this is going to be the moment when we're dealing with the spirit, right? Of some kind that we don't believe in, but like maybe. Is it the girl from earlier? The one drinking? Oh, girl, you might some help. Oh, are we gonna want to sleep in the same tent now? Support. That's so cute. I love that for all of Eden's like, I want to be alone. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to do this whole feelings thing. And then she has these moments where she's just really sweet. Like, isn't it just so cute? It's just so endearing. Don't you just oh, look at her happy face. Oh, we got a boat. A compromise of one gets to use the boat and one's like, no, thank you, but I use a cart. See, but that's what I've said it before about what I love about their friendship is that they meet each other in the middle, right? They're so good about like accommodating for each other and just like meeting each other where they're at. And I just think it's so sweet. I know it's like bare minimum, but how often do you actually get to experience that? Even in like works of fiction, right? Like we could talk about how complicated real world relationships are and friendships and how difficult it can be sometimes to understand where other people are coming from and be able to make compromises. But even in fiction, we don't see that a whole lot, right? Like there tends to be kind of this imbalance in a lot of friendships, especially the ones where there's someone who is like has a much louder personality than the other one, right? When you have a very quiet, reserved character, I feel like a lot of the time they kind of get pulled along with whatever the other characters around them are doing, and they kind of have more of an internal struggle with dealing with that. And I love that this show is like there's so much compromise between these two characters, and it is like never pushed to be like a weird person or to be wrong because she's quiet and reserved. Am I saying that as someone who's an introvert? Maybe. I'm a bit of a loud introvert though, so I don't know if I fully count. But when my battery's gone, I just want to sit quietly in the background. I just want to like coexist around people that are like the chosen few, right? Like I just want someone to be around while I'm doing other stuff. Oh, recruitment. It's a very narrow room. I like a cute mascot will definitely do it. That is pretty cute. Our mascot's cooked. Oh, I mean, so cute. Exams. Whew, that stresses me out, and I've been out of school for a while. I love that we're starting to get like breadcrumbs of other characters and like backstory and stuff like that. Like I know that we kind of start off getting the personalities of the main cast, and I really like that we focused in on like Rin, and it was like this very quiet, slow, almost like methodical way of her going about going camping. There was this very drawn out opening scene of her just getting to the campsite and setting up and experiencing a solo camping trip, and then getting Nadeshko like coming coming in and introducing who is her character, and the other two members of the outdoor activity club, like, we're sort of meeting, but I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of them specifically. I want to see some more of them on their own. We're starting to get that, and then introducing like family members and other friends and stuff, and talking about where they were before moving and how they got into camping and all of that. So I really like getting like little breadcrumbs of that, especially for this series where the majority of what the series is about is the characters, right? Like, it's a bit of a character study. So I like that we spent the first half of this season kind of setting up the basics of who are the characters, what is the like basic vibe that we're going for with a mix of the humor and then this like very cozy, slow, I don't know, like mindfulness in the way they're going about it. It's like very much like focusing in on all the steps and the details, like letting scenes breathe, but also having this great humor along with it that's really adorable, and building a little bit brick by brick. And now we're starting to get hints at some of the other characters who perhaps we will get to at some point. I'm assuming maybe season 1 will be focusing on like our main group. I'm assuming like the kind of core 4 people that we have, and then maybe in later seasons we'll start to get to know some of the other characters, like the parents and the grandparents and siblings and all of that. I like that we're just like little bits and pieces being brought in and letting so much breathing room around so that we can figure out who the characters are and just sit in this world and get to experience like the music and the scenery and all of that. And like I was saying, I really love the friendship between these like main two. I just think it's so wonderful to see the way that they compromise for each other and that they figure out how to find that middle ground between each other. And again, as someone who is like introverted and a little bit quiet sometimes, like I'm either the loudest person there or I barely there. I don't want to be perceived. I don't have a good middle ground for that one. So I really like that Erin is not only allowed to be the person that she is, who is very quiet and reserved and has these like little quirks and stuff, but she also isn't like talked down for it, right? No one is upset that is how she is, and no one's trying to make her something else, and no one is like doing like the classic. I think any of us who are introvert have heard the you should just get out of your shell and you should just talk more. I'm like, if I talked more, I'd be more exhausted. Okay, I'm not shy. I'm tired of being around people. So I love that Erin is allowed to be this quiet and reserved person, and no one is trying to make her different from that or saying that she is like wrong for being that way. They're just figuring out how to navigate around that, and she's figuring out how to navigate with people who aren't like that. And it's just really beautiful to see. I love it. I love getting to focus on something where there's literally nothing bad happening. Everyone is nice. You can talk to strangers and it works out fine. And there's like minor inconveniences that we can fix, right? It's nice to get to focus on something that is just purely like fun and cozy and nice and lovely. And I just need that. Okay, there's so much going on. There's so much going on in the world, and I just need this. I just need this little moment. So I hope that you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click those plays to go into my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so next time I post another laid back camp reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.